That's the one.
Yeah, 12 by 2 on the track, sets of 4, 200 jog between reps, like 3-ish minutes between sets, we'll jog a lap real slow. And then after 12 on the track, we'll head over to the hill and do 8 2s straight through on the hill. Not like, kind of a like controlled intensity session, I guess. This is our first week on the track since British indoor champs, so just kind of trying to get used to that turnover and feel of faster paces again, I guess. And yeah, I mean, especially for us, like speed's really not a strong point, so it's good to kind of regularly try and hit that sub 30 pace, that mile pace. But
and these are both based in the States, Wisconsin and Lamar.
We both just graduated and we're back. We both finished at Christmas. So yeah, he was at Wisconsin, I was at Lamar. Now we're both back in the UK. Probably end up pacing ourselves in Loughborough, I imagine. But right now, just at home, using up the rest of my scholarship money that I saved. So that's about to come to an end, so it'll be time to get a job soon. But until that, I'm enjoying a bit of freedom, being here in the sun. And then, yeah.
And there's group B's out here then? You're out with...
Yeah, so I mean, we don't really have a training group back home, but obviously we're mates with all the Loughborough lot, so I found out they were coming out here, so I hopped in with them. So we're here with like Josh and Luke and Matt Stoney and all of them lot. And we obviously hop in sessions when it makes sense, but we're on a little bit of a different schedule to them, so yeah, I don't do loads together, but it's still nice just to be here with other people. Do we go 1 on 1 off, like each? Yeah, sure. Yeah. First one we've done like this in a long time, so not quite sure what we should be trying to hit, but trying to ease ourselves in, go from there, maybe like 30s. Don't want to overdo it because we haven't done speed in a long time, but I guess 30s isn't really that fast either, so hopefully should feel alright at that pace. But we are at the end of a big week, so we'll see. Right, you going to very flat. We're at the end of a big 5 weeks, so makes sense. Just unenjoyable. Just got to tough it out. Feels like one of those days where, you know, your body just won't let you work hard, so it's like, I know the pace isn't there or anything, but don't push too hard and body should come around for next week. So just about getting some decent volume in, running decently quick. 30 seconds left in the next set. about 30. Alright, you got 30. I'll shout when we're there. 3, 2, 1. Obviously tougher than I expected. Those hills get steeper as you come up as well. But yeah, nah, wasn't all a good day. One of those during it you question why you're doing it. Fucking hard. I think, you know, at the end of 5 big weeks now, so.
You've been out here 5 weeks?
No, just like back into training. Took a week off after National Cross. They've been building back up, but it's been 5 like big weeks of volume now, and I can feel it. Looking forward to kind of starting the more specific work and bringing the volume down. But
what were you doing on Tuesday? Was it 20 by 400 on the,
so
on the track?
You know, hopped on the hype train, do double T on some Tuesdays now, only once a week. Kind of thought like, you know, if with Tuesdays has always been like a threshold day for us, so it's like why not kind of back off the intensity a little bit and get a bit more volume in on Tuesdays. So we now kind of do 2 slightly smaller ones, get 12 miles of threshold in there. So Tuesday night was 24s for us. Friday morning was, what did we do, 5 times 6? Tuesday morning, Tuesday morning was 5 times 6, Tuesday evening was 20 by 4.
And what sort of pace are the fours at? About 71, 72?
Nah,
or
67s we average.
67?
Yeah. 30, yeah. But I think, no, weirdly, one of those where you expect to feel shit and end up feeling really good, whereas today was kind of the other way around, but Tuesday probably has something to do with that. Yeah. So, so we are just running a lot at the moment, so looking forward to sort of, yeah, backing off the volume and getting a bit more specific. Should we start walking back towards the track? Yeah, get a bit more specific work in ahead of the track season. Hopefully this base will carry us through most of it once the volume comes down. But yeah, it's just accepting that you're going to be tired a lot of days and just sort of grind on through it, and then trust that when you do back off and freshen up, you feel a lot better. And
what's your plans for the summer then? A few 5s and 10s on the track?
Yeah, no 10s.
No 10s.
Hopefully. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, Just a 10 on the track hurts so much. It takes so long to recover from, I think, as well. Like, so if you want to have quite a lot of races in the season, like, you put a few 10s in, suddenly you need like a full week to recover from them. But yeah, so the main plan for me is obviously focuses on British Champs, start of July, but hopefully try and get a fast 5k in before that. I think at the moment I'm entered into Portugal at the end of May.
Seems to be a lot going to that, yeah?
Yeah, I know a lot of the Irish boys are going, aren't they? So no, hopefully try and run fast there. And then there's also the fast 5,000 in France, so I'll probably have a go at those two. But I'm trying to be patient with when I open up my season, because you know in the UK you can race well into August, even September, so I know no rush. That's why hoping a big strength block now will pay off as you know you try and get into the later stages of summer. So I found in Sublé it's great, you get lots of chances to run fast, but when you're racing that much you don't really get a chance to put blocks of training together.
Yeah.
So I found when I came back from British Champs last year I'd already raced like 6 or 7 times. By the time British Champs came around I was just getting really tired.
You were fatigued before you even hit the racing block.
Yeah. So now, kind of mentioned I'm trying to periodise my training and season better. So it'll kind of be a strength block now, and then start coming down in volume as we enter races. But
and you say you're out here for another week, is that right?
Yeah, a week and a half.
Week and a half.
To the 22nd, yeah. And then I'll go back. I'm going to race Battersea, I think, 5,000 at Battersea on the 28th, 29th, because I'm stuck on a bit of a shocking PB from last year and I wasn't running very well. So I need to revise that just so I can get in some of the better races later in the season. So I plan to open up a Battersea and just run.
What's your PB? Just outside 14 minutes?
14, yeah. And I like to think I'm as good as he is, and he's...
You're 13:40.
34.
I
can't cross the cross. I don't need to run that just yet, but I just want to open up a Battersea and run fast enough that it opens up a few more doors for me and a few more opportunities in some of the quicker races later in the season. So I'm not going to go into it and try and fly, but just run fast enough to get my nose in the door at some of the better meets. And also I'm into Morton the week after.
Very good,
so,
very good.
That looks like should be a fun meet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get beers afterwards, you know.
You've never been?
No, I emailed last year, but I didn't get in.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I really wanted to go last year. Some of my mates came in from the US and did it, and I think they're planning on coming back as well. A few of the Wisconsin guys from Morton. So yeah, it should be a nice chance to see them, have a good race, and have a fun night afterwards. So I'm looking forward to that.
Sure.
Hopefully I'll be there if I'm quick enough by that point.
You've got the qualifying criteria.
Yeah. Yeah. So now the session's over, and I've composed myself a bit. I'll give a quick rundown of what we did. We did. So we literally stole the OAC session. The 12 twos on the track in sets of 4, and then over to the hill for the last 8. I think it's just a good mix of getting a bit of leg turnover in on the track, feeling out those faster paces. But then as you get tired and maybe your form begins to break down, you go over to the hill and kind of less about the pace, more about just staying strong and keeping the form. So you kind of get the leg turnover on the track and the slightly more like strength power side on the hill. But like I said, it's our first week on the track now since British Champs, so it's a little bit of a shock to the system. We have been doing some shorter hills on Fridays, so like kind of that slightly anaerobic development has been happening. But yeah, it feels weird when you're back on the track, turning over at paces you haven't for a while. Did have a nice tailwind, so although we were probably on like low 28s, mid 28s, it's probably more like low 29s, so nothing special at all. Probably made it look very slow and very boring.
And hard.
Yeah.
Probably made it look really hard.
But one of those days, where you just have to switch off and get it done. I wasn't really all there today. It's just a proper just switch off and do it. Yeah.
An easier day tomorrow then, and then maybe a long run on Sunday?
Yeah, no, exactly. So Saturdays are a super big easy day for us. We'll do 6 miles at like 7 miling, cover as much as possible, and then depending on how recovered we feel, we'll go longer on Sunday, but might chuck in a short tempo if we feel pretty recovered. If not, it'll just be a steady long one. But yeah, and then that's our week.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll do 2 more weeks of the strength, I think, and then go a bit shorter to take out some of the mileage, get a bit more of the specificity in, a bit of quicker running. Happy track season. So now off to go and sit in the cafe for the rest of the day. Waffle and ice cream.
Good luck for the season ahead.